Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Darlene Carvalho, principal of Irwin Colony High School, and I'm happy to welcome all of you to this happy occasion, our 2021 graduation. Welcome. Before we begin with our ceremony, I would like to introduce members of our district who support our school and its mission to help students catch up, to accelerate, and to graduate. Our school board. So we have Miss Ann Almeida. Please stand. Miss Fatima Amaral. Mr. Brent Chimpaneri. Mr. Louis Freitas, Mr. Tim Jones, Mr. Curtis Charisma, and Mr. Robert Machado. And finally, our superintendent, Miss Isabel Cabral Johnson. I'd also like to introduce the teaching and office staff who were key in helping our students reach the goal of graduation. We have Miss Laura Kudo, Mr. Ruben Sakaros, and we'd also like to thank three long-term subs that really helped us greatly through the year. We have Miss Kim Alvarez, who's sitting here in the crowd. We have Miss Roxanne Hawley and Miss Megan Brimley. And not least of all, our secretary, who's the glue, is Miss Ernest Asporo. I'd like to welcome and thank, most importantly, all of you, the family and friends of our graduates, for coming and supporting the Irwin 2021 graduates. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. So now I'd like to introduce Ariana Smith-Gizad. She's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. You're okay.
Please stand and continue standing for the national anthem. Face the flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Continue standing.
Did I say that? What? Okay. Wait.
Please be seated. Next, I'd like to introduce Giovanni Amesqua, Alan Bonilla, and Jonathan Silva. They are going to welcome you.
Good evening, family and friends. My name is Giovanni Amesqua, and we, the class of 2021, would like to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony. We are here before you, Irwin Colony graduates, because we of the encouragement of our family, friends, and staff. We would like to thank everyone who supported us, especially when we needed an extra push. We are glad that you are here today to share this rite passage with us, our high school graduation. Thank you.
Buenas tardes, amigos y queridos familiares. Mi nombre es Alan Bonilla. Bienvenidos a nuestro gran día especial. Yo sé que este momento significa mucho para ustedes como a mi clase. Gracias y felicidades a nuestra clase del 2021 de la Escuela Preparatoria Irwin. Aprovecho este tiempo para agradecer a nuestras familias por apoyar esta trayectoria como estudiante. Gracias.
Boa noite. Meu nome é Jonathan Silva e a nossa turma de 2021 gostaríamos de agradecer a vocês todos para a nossa cerimônia de formatura. Graças.
Make sure you look up. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Excellent. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I'm really glad that you're all noticing. That was a big step. Good job, gentlemen. We really appreciate it. So next, okay, this was a warm-up for our speeches. So I'd like to welcome our first speaker, Alexia Carranza. Please welcome Alexia.
Good evening, friends and family. My name is Alexia Carranza, and I'd like to congratulate the class of 2021. I want to start off by thanking my mom, Ms. Kudo, and Mr. Sicarios for believing in me and making this moment possible. Graduation is a day we have long awaited for, and we have worked hard every day just to get to this moment. All the sweat and tears are finally paying off. Not only are we moving forward as individuals, but we are becoming adults. We owe it to those around us to do better and to reach our full potential. Many may think life just stops after we finish school and graduate, but it's just the beginning of what is to come. There is so much every single one of us can achieve if we put our minds to it. I'd like to leave with reminding my fellow classmates, we did it. We overcame all the obstacles, we worked like crazy, and we're done. I'm so proud of us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alexia. So now I'd like to introduce our next student speaker, and that's Alan Bonilla.
Good evening. My name is Alan Bonilla, and welcome to the Irwin graduation ceremony. I have been at Irwin for a short period of time, but the adjustment to Irwin was simple because the staff and friends encouraged me to be successful. I wanted to do well, and Irwin was the right fit at the right time. What I appreciated at Irwin was that it felt less stressful. Because of this, it was easier for me to complete my task. I would like to thank them for pushing me to reach my goals and never let me forget that this is the moment I've been working for, to earn my diploma. I would also like to thank my supportive family who are here tonight. They always had my back when I needed them, and most importantly, they supported and loved me. Through my lowest times, they've held me up, and through my success, they've never left my side. Even though we've been in this pandemic for over a year, I've learned that no matter how tough it gets, you must always keep moving forward towards success. I and other graduates here tonight have worked through it, and we are proud to say that after a long 13 years, we made it. After all the life lessons and endless memories I've been through, it has built my character and prepared me for what's next to come. I will be attending Universal Technical Institute, where I will become a certified Ford technician. Turning wrenches and being around cars has always been a passion of mine. I am excited for the next chapter in my life because I trust the author. Congrats to the class of 2021 and thank you all.
Thank you so much. Well done. We'd like to introduce our next speaker, and that's Trinity Sullivan.
Sorry. Hello, Irwin families. I am Trinity Sullivan, and I'm happy to welcome you to the Irwin 2021 graduation. I know a lot of us have been waiting 13 years for this. It has been a challenging journey for me to get to this point, which was made harder by the pandemic. I'm good. When we started this year, I was feeling hopeful, but as you all know, this year did not go as planned. But what really does? Life does not get handed to us, and neither did this diploma. I have been told over the years that you will never make it, you will not graduate, and you will live on the streets. I was a straight A student, and then life happened. I lost my best friend and gave up. At some point, I believe we are faced with challenges that we cannot see through or overcome. I was there, but I realized that I was not raised with money and realized that education was my only way out. I realized that piece of paper that says I have a high school diploma. And in order to get a decent paying job and to get into a great college and make a lot of money, you need a diploma. We have worked really hard to be where we are at in this moment, and don't take it for granted. I am so thankful for all the people who helped me along the way, pushing me every day. I will miss the crazy peers I can now call friends. I know whatever you or I choose to do will be great. I want to thank all my teachers for showing me I can do it and never gave up on me, even when I felt I couldn't do it. Thank you, Miss Carvalho, for the long calls to other schools proving I deserve credits I earned and was not awarded. I appreciate the staff for having my back and kicking me when I needed it. I want to thank my family for always believing in me. I went from being a junior with only 35 credits to now being a senior graduating with over 240 credits. I can say I am proud of myself. I know someday I can look back and know that all the staying up late, crying, and the doubt in the back of my mind was worth it. So my advice for the fellow graduating seniors is don't give up. Life is like a bicycle. You will fall and get a scrape, sometimes break your arms, but you will heal, and when you do, you will be stronger than before. Thank you.
Nicely done, Trinity. I'd also like to introduce you to our last speaker, and that's Stephen Henley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stephen Henley, and I'd like to start off by congratulating my fellow graduates. Over the past 12 years, we've been growing and changing, and it was all worth it in the long run. But although the journey may have been tough, look where we are now. 6 months ago, I came to Irwin my senior year, 30 credits behind and being so close to not making it. I was thinking that I needed to act now and make it happen, and Irwin was a part of that journey. The first day I stepped on campus, I knew things were going to change for the better, so I decided to step up and fix myself and my actions by staying on top of my work and not slacking off. When I got here, I started to realize that I needed to work towards getting what I want, instead of sitting back and waiting for life to happen. Life lessons made me realize that maturing is realizing that life outside of school isn't handed to you but yet earned. Sometimes you need to hurt in order to know and fall in order to grow, but lose in order to gain, because most of life's greatest lessons are learned through pain. Coming to Irwin helped me expand my life knowledge, taught me how to read a W-2, learn what a 1040 is, basically how to pay taxes, understand my paycheck. Irwin helped me open my eyes on how to do the real world. But I didn't do that by myself whatsoever. I'd like to thank the staff here for not giving up and pushing us to succeed and holding us up when we were about to fall. If it wasn't for them, who knows what could have happened. They helped me make it up here to the stage to graduate. Next in life, I'm signed up to go to the Army Reserves. My goal is to be there for 6 years to save the money that I need for college, then get a degree in financing while I help others to do real life successfully. To finish off, I would like to say one final thank you and a shout out to my friends and family. Thank you all so much for coming out here and seeing this milestone happen and watching us grow and move on into the real world. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. I want to thank all of you for attending, as it's a great honor to be here with you tonight at an in-person graduation, and I emphasize in person. This last year, we've all lived through a pandemic together. The students sitting before you did school in a manner that no one could have imagined. Taking temperature checks, wearing masks, creating emojis, attending Zoom meetings. That's how they lived their life, and that's how they were doing school. This class was challenged. Yet, as you can see, they overcame. They made it to the finish line. We are all very proud of your accomplishment. Good job. Before you go on into the next phase of your life, I want to impress upon you some of the lessons that we learned, that I learned. That's what happens when you get older. You get to give other people advice. So, one, we're all interconnected, right? We go to the store, to school, to work, on a plane. We stop for gas. These are all activities that are touch points, right? That seem mundane. These so-called touch points became viewed as something dangerous, right? And so as you go into the world, I want you to see these touch points as an opportunity. Your smile, your kind words, your picking up a piece of trash on the floor, right? It's you making a positive mark, making a difference. Amen. So be the one that makes a positive impact, no matter how small, right? Leave your mark. Make the world a better place. Make the world a better place. So that's number one. Number two, you have the potential to do great things. While sitting at home, right, doing your Zoom meetings, it was easy to feel insignificant, right? Small. As if life was passing you by. But the lesson is, live now. Be bold. It's time for you to move on to what is next. Recognize that there will be failures and know that there will be obstacles. But you will learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of others. According to Steve Jobs, there's really, right, very little learning in success. The learning comes for your failures. So be adventurous. Be curious. Try new things, especially things you've never imagined you could do. Let's remember, you graduated despite all the obstacles brought forth by a pandemic. So what else can you do in life? You're going to see. And I'm going to really impress upon you to challenge yourself and to know that you're not insignificant, but you are meant to do great things. Finally, the most important thing to cherish are relationships. You have, with the people in your life, the ones you love. Invest in those relationships. During this pandemic, I did not spend Christmas with my family like I did every year, right? Many of us didn't. Easter, other holidays that we never imagined not being with our families. And for many of us, it was the first time that we did not. And so that's a reminder to us that they are precious and time spent with them is valuable. When we hit a snag and need help, who do we fall back on? Our family and friends, right? They're the ones. So I impress upon you, right, to spend time with the loved ones. Make time for them. So remember, the three things I want to impress upon you today and tonight is, one, make a positive impact in this world, right? You're the only you. Make a difference. Number two, be adventurous. Try new things. Don't be afraid. And number 3, don't forget to call home. I'm a mom and I get to say that, right? Don't forget to call home and stay connected to your loved ones. Remind them how much you care about them through your presence and through your words. And that is the words I want to leave with you tonight, your graduation night. I'd like to now, I'd like to transition this to Miss Cabral Johnson. She's going to come to the podium now, our superintendent, and she's going to say a few words.
And it's going to be a very few words because you all did such an awesome job summarizing what this year was about, along with Ms. Carvalho. I know this was a difficult year, but I agree with what everyone has said, and that is if you can handle a global pandemic, you can handle anything in life. So thank you, families, for supporting them. We know that they're only here because of you. It's all of the support that you give them at home. So congratulations, you have awesome students, and I think we are ready to award them their diplomas.
All right, so I get to go to this very special moment, and that's the presentation of this class. So, students, please stand. Board of Trustees and our superintendent, Ms. Cabral Johnson, I certify that the Irwin graduating class of 2021 have met all district and state graduation requirements and have earned a spot here tonight and are hereby eligible to receive their diploma.
And on behalf of Hillmar Unified School District Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to accept the class of 2021. You may now award them their diplomas.
Woo! Excellent! Thank you. Yes, thank you. If you would. Yeah, so shall I hand it to them now right now, or you'll have to? Okay. Oops. All right, so we have 2 more board members up here, Miss Ann Almeida and Mr. Robert Machado. And they came up and they were going to hand the students their graduates as I read off your names. They know. So we have Giovanni Amesqua. Alan Bonilla. Alexia Carranza. Make sure you smile. Stephen Henley. Okay, smile. Pedro Javalera. Jaime Marin. David Presley. Luis Rivera Gonzalez. Diego Rodriguez Vasquez. Okay, smile. Jonathan Silva. Smile. Ariana Smith Gizad. You earned this day, sweetheart. Smile, you earned this day. Trinity Sullivan. Okay, graduates, please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, as a symbol of graduation, it is customary to have students change their tassel from the right to the left. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this together, students. Students, place your hand on the tassel and move it from the right to the left. I'd like to present the Irwin graduating class of 2021. Excellent. They will be leaving. I want to remind you that we have several picture stations for the families. Okay, you will see there's 3 different locations that we feel would be lovely for you to take pictures with your family. They're noted, one in the back corner there, in the very back corner, one in the middle area right here, and of course we have this 2021 sign. So all provided for you to enjoy, to take pictures with your beautiful family, all right? So they will proceed. Excellent. So your graduates, of course, are there, and so I would suggest that your graduate will come out to meet you. You are also welcome to go and already choose your place to take pictures if you would like to take pictures with your graduate. Enjoy. Thank you for coming tonight.